10 mistakes fans ignored in the Harry Potter movies. The Harry Potter movies are great, there's no doubt about that. Many people of all different age enjoy them, and even though they were released many years ago, they're still widely enjoyed to this day. Today, we're going to be going over 10 mistakes that fans ignored in the Harry Potter movies. But before we do, please leave a like and consider subscribing with notifications turned on, because if you do, you could get a shout out. But let's get into it. Number 1. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we have a mistake that can be seen in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, when Ron and Harry go to platform 9 3/4 to get on the Hogwarts Express train once more. As Harry and Ron fall over, after a collision, it becomes very clear that Ron's trunk has completely changed. Sure, it is gray with copper light lines crossing over it still, but in one scene the trunk seems to have 3 of those lines, but suddenly it changes to only have 2. Simple, yet noticeable if you were looking in the right place at the right time. Number 2. During Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Dobby is reintroduced into the franchise alongside another house elf named Kreacher. And with this, we get a scene of them trying to take down a man in order to help Harry, Hermione, and Ron. There's a very quick and barely noticeable mistake during this part of the film, where you can see, if you pay attention, that some of the objects on top of the table by the door are different. At one point, there's a pan on top of the table, and then, in the next shot, the pan is no longer there, and it seems as though it was completely replaced with some different items. Number 3. During the Sorcerer's Stone, just after Professor Quirrell announces that there's a troll in the dungeon and Dumbledore shouts, "Silence!" we can see a shot of McGonagall next to some candles that have some wires attached to them that are visible, but only if you're really paying attention. I don't think they were supposed to be seen, and I presume that they should have been edited out. Number 4. Another mistake can be seen in the Sorcerer's Stone right after the troll has been taken down. Hermione walks over to it asking if it's dead, and you can see a long towel hanging from the rail beside the sink that is visibly straight. But when Harry lifts his wand with a troll booger attached to it, the towel on the rail that is visible behind him is all messy. Then, when McGonagall, Snape, and Quirrell walk in to see what's been going on, the towel is straight once more. Number 5. Going back to that scene in the Chamber of Secrets where Ron and Harry are at platform 9 3/4, we actually have another mistake that clearly shows a fake bird when Harry runs into the wall. If you pay close attention and watch Hedwig's cage, you can actually see it tumbles over and a toy bird is glued to it on a perch. I know there was never supposed to be a real owl in the cage, of course, but I'm guessing that the illusion of it being real is what they wanted. Number 6. When Harry first enters the night bus, we can see from the exterior that the small curtains in the window at the stairs is pushed open towards the outside of the bus. But then, in the next shot inside of the bus, you can see that the curtain is pushed open towards the inside of the bus, which is really strange because nobody ever moved it. Number 7. During Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, when we can see Harry, Ron, and Hermione inside of the Great Hall eating breakfast, there's a small toast caddy on the table in front of Harry that seems to change throughout different shots depending on the camera angle. The toast disappears and then reappears and sometimes rearranges itself as well, all depending on the camera angle. Number 8. Another mistake we can see from the Goblet of Fire is after Wormtail casts the Avada Kedavra curse and then places Voldemort's wand inside of the left side of his coat. But then, when Voldemort says, "My wand, Wormtail," he takes it out of the right side of his coat, which doesn't make any sense because he put it in the left side. We can clearly see that. Number 9. In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Professor Umbridge adds sugar to her tea and then places the spoon on top of the saucer. But then when Harry walks in, she says, "You're going to be doing some lines today." There's a close-up of the teacup and the spoon has completely vanished. But then, after we get a brief close-up of Harry, the spoon has somehow reappeared again. I know the world of Harry Potter is magical, and items could easily disappear with no explanation, but I'm pretty sure this one was a mistake. Number 10. And last but not least, we have a mistake from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. When, at the Three Broomsticks, while Slughorn and Harry are talking, we can clearly see that Slughorn's holding a silver mug with a high foam head. But, in the next shot, when the camera's facing Harry before Slughorn spills any of his drink, the mug's foam head is visibly gone, but then it reappears again when he spills it on Hermione. But there we have it, 10 mistakes fans ignored in the Harry Potter movies. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and why not subscribe with the notifications on, but we will see you in the next one.